Retribution web. Lisa had always been a diligent and studious young woman. Eager to immerse herself in her final class thesis, she decided to work in her parents' secluded summer cabin. The cabin lay deep within a quiet, remote forest. The cabin was inherited and her parents never used it. It was a place of serene isolation where she could focus entirely on her academic pursuits. The place had an old and rustic feel, along with the musty scent of a time long past. After her parents dropped her off, she wasted no time in getting settled. Quite a job, everything was covered in a delicate layer of dust. The cabin had no internet but books, pen, paper, and time to reflect is all she needed right now. The only sounds were the wind rustling through the leaves outside and the occasional chirping of birds. Perfect for getting down to business. Research complete, she had everything she needed, so she believed. As she settled in, she diligently organized her work, positioning her research materials in the small bedroom. Cleaning done, a web removed, and bed made. Night fell and Lisa got ready for bed, tired but excited about the scholarly adventure ahead. The following morning, Lisa awoke to a strange sensation. Her body was damp with sweat, and her heart raced. Groggily, she rubbed her eyes, then froze. In the dim light, she could see a sun-glistening spider web in the corner of the room. It had not been there the night before. Lisa approached it cautiously, her unease growing with every step. As she reached out to brush the web away, she noticed another more intricate web adjacent to the first one. Her pulse quickened, and she couldn't shake the eerie feeling that something was not right. She knocked the webs down, attributing their presence to a coincidence. Just a little spider, she told herself, nothing more. She returned to her research, but her focus was slipping. It was replaced by a creeping dread that seemed to linger in the shadows. The next morning, she awoke to an even more unsettling sight. This time, there were not 2, but 4 spider webs in the room, each more intricate and complex than the last. Lisa's heart pounded in her chest as she looked in disbelief. She felt as though the cabin itself was conspiring against her. The days passed, and the spider webs continued to multiply. 8, 16, 32, the numbers kept growing exponentially. Lisa's fear became all-consuming. Was she going mad? She wanted to call her friend to be consoled, but her phone had no signal. Strange, she had a signal when they arrived. Panic overcame her as she realized she was trapped in the cabin, the walls closing in on her. Day by day, the situation deteriorated, and Lisa's grip on reality began to slip away. She watched the webs multiply before her eyes, a relentless and crawling force closing in on her. Never any spiders, but they had to be there, somewhere. Her disbelief grew more frantic, but the empty woods outside were the only witnesses to her distress. In a desperate attempt, she walked a mile and finally found a signal. She called multiple people and sent multiple texts, but no answers, no responses. No matter, she met the objective. Lisa's parents tried to contact her without success. It would take them quite a while to reach the cabin, so they alerted the authorities to her desperate messages. 2 officers ventured into the creaking woods to reach the secluded cabin. What they found inside was a nightmarish tableau. Lisa's once vibrant body lay motionless in the bedroom, cocooned in what must have been tens of thousands of intricate spider webs. Her skin was pallid, her eyes wide open in a frozen expression of terror. Not one spider present. The cabin had claimed Lisa's life, and its ominous secret remained concealed in the depths of the forest. A place of serenity and isolation had become a nightmarish prison, where the multiplying webs of terror had ensnared her, leaving behind only a withered and haunted corpse. A chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the veneer of peaceful seclusion. No one could make sense of it, no one had answers. No one had any idea how this unbelievable darkness could happen. The only ones that knew what, how, and why were the spiders.